Hello! It's us. It's Jim and
us.
Fume.
Hi.
They're telling all our followers that we started a live video. Anyway, we're here because we want to spread happiness. Yes.
Yes.
And
True. Very
because, hey, Ale, nice to see you, Anastasia. Hey, guys, nice to see you. So listen, your survival is important to us. Your happiness is important to us. So we're sharing the way to happiness. This is our International Day of Happiness cover. Hey, Delara, Jimmy. So
because we like people.
we like people, and we want everybody to be as happy as we are. 31 years. Of course, she was just born when I got her. Nice to see
I was
you.
-2. I'm only 29. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, women in age. She's ageless, timeless.
Timeless.
That's right.
ageless.
All right, so happiness, the definition of happiness, because this is all about, this little show is spreading happiness, is all about how we can help our friends be happier. So first of all, knowing the condition of the definition of happiness is important. So one definition is a condition or state of well-being, contentment, and pleasure. It's happiness. Another definition is joyful, cheerful, untroubled existence. Who could use some more joyful and cheerful and untroubled existence?
Exactly.
We've never had any trouble.
Well, it's interesting if you just, sometimes help whoever's having some trouble with happiness to just do one thing that is just a little bit more survival, because sometimes your attention can go so much on just unhappiness, but 90% of your life is happy, and
true.
you don't put your attention on the happiness.
That's right.
And you get
So another definition, so you can make somebody happier. Another definition of happiness is the reaction to having nice things happen to one. So you can actually come home and give your wife flowers, and you will create happiness. Because normally, my wife loves flowers, but normally girls like flowers and guys like kisses on the cheek.
smiles.
Oh, it works. I'm happier. All right, anyway. This is from the book, The Way to Happiness. True joy and happiness are valuable. If one does not survive, no joy and no happiness are obtainable. Trying to survive in a chaotic, dishonest, and generally immoral society is difficult. Any individual or group seeks to obtain from life what pleasure and freedom from pain that they can. Your own survival can be threatened by the bad actions of others around you. Your own happiness can be turned to tragedy and sorrow by the dishonesty and misconduct of others. I am sure you can think of instances of this actually happening. Such wrongs reduce one's survival and impair one's happiness. You are important to other people. You are listened to. You can influence others. The happiness or unhappiness of others you can name is important to you. Without too much trouble using this book, you can help them survive and lead happier lives. And while no one can guarantee that anyone else can be happy, their chances of survival and happiness can be improved. And with theirs, yours will be. It is in your power to point the way to a less dangerous and happier life. Now, there's 21 precepts or 21 rules of common sense, 21 tools for a common sense guide to happier living. Number 11, because we've already done 10 of them.
Oh, can I read it? Number 11. Do not harm a person of goodwill.
Oh, that's important. So, will is the bearing or attitude towards others. Traditionally, men of goodwill means those who mean well toward their fellows and work to help them. So, for example, some people of goodwill are like ministers, firemen, teachers, policemen.
Yeah, and every one of these professions, if the person's intention is good
to help
and to help, then they're a person of goodwill.
So if you're watching right now, you're a person of goodwill, because I assume you intend for good things to happen to other people and you are willing to help other people. So do not harm a person of goodwill. Despite the insistence of evil men that all men are evil, there are many good men around, and women too. You may have been fortunate enough to know some. She's one. Factually, the society runs on men and women of goodwill, public workers, opinion leaders. Those in the private sector who do their jobs are, in the great majority, people of goodwill. If they weren't, they long since would have ceased to serve. Such people are easy to attack. Their very decency prevents them from overprotecting themselves. Yet the survival of most of the individuals in a society depends on them. The violent criminal, the propagandist, the sensation-seeking media all tend to distract one's attention from the solid, everyday fact that the society would not run at all if it were not for the individuals of goodwill. As they guard the street, counsel the children, take the temperatures, put out the fires, and speak good sense in quiet voices, one is apt to overlook the fact that people of goodwill are the ones that keep the world going and man alive upon this earth. Yet such can be attacked, and strong measures should be advocated and taken to defend them and keep them from harm. For your own survival and that of your family and friends depends upon them. The way to happiness is far more easily followed when one supports people of goodwill. You know, you guys, you can go to YouTube and look up the book, The Way to Happiness book on video, and you can watch short videos of every one of these chapters. It shows great examples, you know. So my favorite part is like it shows a teacher who is trying to stop drug dealers from coming into the school. And all these kids come out to defend the teacher against these really mean and evil drug dealers. And it's like the power of the numbers of good-willed people working together can stop a small number of evil people. I mean, thank God the actual percentages are tiny. The number of evil people on earth is actually very small, but they make it look like they're everywhere. The truth is, the number of good people like you are many. There are very, very many good people, people of goodwill. So number 11 on the way to happiness is, do not harm a person of goodwill. This also means you should do whatever you can to protect a person of goodwill. Because let me tell you something. If your house was on fire and burning to the ground and the firemen just didn't feel like working that day, it would be bad. Or if people were trying to stop firemen from working, who's going to put out the fires in your town? You know, and if we start treating doctors and nurses badly, who's going to take care of you or your children if they're sick?
Yeah, and also it's friends.
Friends are good people, are goodwill.
You know, because a lot of times we're looking for a profession or someone that, you know.
It could be your neighbor.
Yeah, it really can. And it could be your best friend.
It could be your best friends. It could be your acquaintance. It could be people who actually do things to help other people. So do whatever you can to protect those people. Anyway, you guys, thanks for listening. Did you have anything else to say, Boo Boo?
You're a person of goodwill.
And so are you.
Thank you.
You guys have a great time.
Bye.
See you. Boom.